Hey baddies, welcome back to the channel. So today I'm going to be going over a few expenses and paying back the few charges that I made on my credit card this month. I'm going to show you guys how I kind of leverage my credit while also using my sinking funds and also my cash envelopes. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure you stay tuned. So first things first, this is an expense tracker. This is kind of how I track money that I spend on my credit card. I have ADHD, y'all, so I can't track every single dollar. I've tried it and it's just frustrating and I get to feeling defeated, so I just don't. But I make sure that I keep track of any huge expenses. And if I'm like having an overspend month, I'll go ahead and try to track everything to see where I'm overspending. But typically I just track my credit cards so that I can pay them back with my sinking funds. So it's like I'm staying in budget. But also, I don't pay cash for everything all the time, if that makes sense. So the first thing you're going to see inside of this video is what I call rollover money. So rollover money means that when I don't use the money out of these here cash envelopes every week. So like, say I was unstuffing these today and there was... Let's not use beauty. Let's use gas. Say there was $20 left over here. But say I went ahead and paid for gas at the pump. I would go ahead and take this $20, add it to my rollover fund. And that way when it comes time to pay that credit card, that $20 for gas that I swiped will be paid back with this $20 from the cash envelopes. I hope that makes sense. So let's go ahead and pull up our rollover money. Now, typically before I started the rollover method, I would just write in the categories and whatever I spent, I would pull from that fund. But because the majority of my spending comes from my cash envelopes versus my sinking funds, I can usually pay off the whole bill with this rollover money. Now, there are people who dig in their sinking funds all the time, and that's okay. If you're a person who's at the beginning of your journey, or you're just one of those people who you don't create sinking funds for very long periods, that's perfectly fine. Just write in your categories, and at the end of the month, before your statement generates, go ahead and pull out the money from each fund that your spending was from. So say for instance, I went to Academy and got a set of resistance belts for $20, right? So I would just go into my fitness envelope, pull that $20, deposit it into the account with all these other transactions and make my credit card payment. Okay, I hope that makes sense. But because I have such a large sum of rollover money, I'm going to go ahead and pay everything with this money first, and then I'll pull from my sinking funds. Okay. All right. So there may be more money here than there are transactions because I did get some birthday money. So I didn't really have to use, I put my birthday money in here from the fund, but I can pay myself back with the birthday money, if that makes sense. So anyway, let's get into it. So the first transaction here we see is for Five Guys for $25. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull that out here. So that's taken care of. So we are going to go ahead and let's do blue. So we're going to go ahead and check that off. That's done. So again, Academy from our fitness fund, which is where that would typically come from, we are going to go ahead and pull $20. Target, I spent $21.13. We'll just stick with 20 for now. Sam's Club, I spent $105.18. So there's 100, and we'll just go ahead and do 10. For Walmart, I spent $97.18. So we'll just go ahead and do another $100 bill. My manicure plus the tip, they didn't have any change that day, so I had to use my card. So I went ahead and did $40 for my manicure and tip. For my birthday shirt, I got 3 shirts and a pair of Chuck Taylors. So that was $150. $150. At Sam's Club, I went to Sam's Club again. for drinks, and that was $65.17. So we're gonna do 20, 40, 60. We'll do 70. Rather have too much than not enough. Okay, and for gas, our total was $32.19 last week. So I'm just gonna do 30. We have some overage from some of those other ones we put in. Okay, so I'm gonna skip these Target and Sephora because that was me buying skincare. I want to make sure I can cover these other charges first. Excuse me. So for Amazon, I spent $18.11 and also $25.17. So let me add those two up. And so that total there is $43.28. So I'm going to go ahead and add 100. And I'm going to take 50 back. And notice I'm paying a little bit over because I would rather have extra than not enough. So those two Amazon purchases are taken care of. And also we just made a purchase this past weekend for some stuff for Rico. And I didn't even add in the total. So Rico's total, he's pretty cheap, was $15. And also on this Sephora, I did not, it's supposed to be $94.86. I caught that earlier. I was supposed to change it. Okay. So now we need to add in Rico's money. So we'll go ahead and add in 20 for Rico. And now we're going to go in and pay these two skincare bills. So $47.35 plus $94.86 is $142.21. So we're going to add 140, 150. Okay. So yeah, I did get some birthday money and I went ahead and added it to my rollover envelope because I made a few extra birthday purchases. And I actually think I missed one because I also bought me some rings. So I'm going to add $10 more for Torrid. I must have missed that one when I was writing. Okay, but typically you just go through and total up the amounts and make sure that you have enough to cover the bill. But see, if I didn't have enough in this rollover envelope, then I would just go pull from my sinking funds. But like I said, this was a birthday month, and so I did get a little bit of cash from my man friend for my birthday. Because, honey, I ain't dating no more broke boys. Do you hear me? I can't take care of no man. Tried it. Tried to be a helpmate and to cheer a brother on, and you can do it. And they turn around and still don't act right. Like, you be trying to give. You find yourself giving more than you receive because there's so much lack on their end. And it's like, no, I'm good. You have become a bill. So, I'm pass. And also, I'm a true believer that a man cannot really be who he is when he's not financially stable. Like, they become so insecure, and they also can get like kind of hateful and vindictive like towards you because they're feeling insecure about themselves. And I ain't got time. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95. So my bill is like $780 something. So this will cover it. We're all covered. We beat our $756.84, so there will be some extra, which is fine. I like to keep a buffer in my account. And what I will do with this $200 is go ahead and add it in. I'm going to add it into my manifestation envelope because that is where my biggest goals are happening right now. So we have 100, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1,000, 25, 27, and 28. Okay, and so this money I'm going to take when I go to the bank here this afternoon, deposit it into my bill pay account, and I will go, well, this is what I would do. Put it in my bill pay account and then draft it over to my credit card. so it would pay my bill. But I am late recording this, so I went ahead and just paid it with my savings. So I'm just going to go deposit this into my savings to pay myself back for paying myself back, if that makes sense. So that's all for this video. It's quick, easy, to the point. You can do this every month, and what this helps me do is I'm able to get points. So I try to spend as much as I can on this credit card every month because it generates the points, and I pay it. So my bill comes out on like the 7th or 8th. So I make sure that the bill is paid by the 1st because the statement generates on the 6th. So when my bill comes out, my total is only like, I leave like $18 on there. But it shows all the transactions and I get all the points for all the transactions, but I'm not paying interest. It's not reporting to my credit report as a maxed out card, any of that stuff. So you got to kind of figure out the program and use it to your benefit, because I only did this for like 6 months last year and I was able to pay off 2 bills with points. So I was able to keep all of that money in my pocket, which was able to go forward and help me start my month ahead fund at the beginning of this year. So just make sure that you be responsible with your credit, but also leverage it to your benefit, you know? So rent over, that's all I have for you guys today. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't, go over to my other channel and check out my very first vlog. Get a look at behind the scenes. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe over there as well. Y'all have a really good day. Bye.
Something to buy, da ba da bug, yeah. Da ba da bum ba buy, da bum buy, da ba yeah. Set the potato.